Hello, folks. I'm going to continue with the lesson French Revolution. In the previous video, I taught you how and why the French Revolution started. How did Louis XVI charge high taxes from the common people? They were the people of the Third Estate. How the society of France was divided. Subsistence crisis. The role of middle class and how the revolution started and the formation of National Assembly, and then I discussed how the Jacobin Club was formed, how the government of the Jacobin Club called Convention was started. Okay, then at the end I discussed how Louis XVI was sentenced to death on 21st January 1793. Now let's move on to part 2 of French Revolution. So, in the previous class, I told you that Louis XVI was executed. He was sentenced to death as he was charged of treason. After that, his wife, Marie Antoinette, met with the same fate shortly. Now, let's discuss Reign of Terror. See, when Maximilian Robespierre was ruling, this rule was known as Reign of Terror. The period from 1793 to 1794 was known as Reign of Terror. Now, Maximilian Robespierre said those who are against a republic should be arrested and imprisoned and tried by a tribunal. Tribunal is a small court. And he said anybody who is guilty, anybody who is guilty should be guillotined. And apart from that, he said guillotine, see, anybody who is against the republic must be killed with the help of device called guillotine. Guillotine is a device consisting of two poles and a blade. It chops off a person's head. It was discovered by Dr. Guillotine. So Maximilian Robespierre said that anybody who goes against guillotine must be executed. Anybody who is against the republic must be guillotined. He must be arrested, imprisoned, and tried. He should be produced in a small court called tribunal. Guillotine was a device consisting of two poles with a blade, and it cuts off your head. It was in fact invented by Dr. Guillotine. Okay, now let's see how was the rule during Maximilian Robespierre. When Maximilian Robespierre was ruling, he said that there should be laws issued to place a maximum ceiling on wages and prices. Meat and bread was rationed, expensive white flour was forbidden to use, equality was practiced through speech and address. All the French men and women must be addressed as citoyen and citoyenne. That means citizens. You must not call the men and women as madam or sir. Monsieur means sir in French. Okay, and call them as citizens. Don't call them as madam or sir. Monsieur or madame. Maximilian Robespierre himself was convicted and he was also guillotined. His head was chopped off by the guillotine. Guillotine is a deadly device consisting of two poles and a blade. Okay, you have to place your head under the blade and then it will come down and just chop off your head. So Maximilian Robespierre's rule was very strict. It was known as Reign of Terror. It was from 1793 to 1794. He said all the enemies of republic must be arrested and imprisoned and tried. And they should be guillotined. They should be killed with the device called guillotine. It was invented by Dr. Guillotine. And he said meat and bread should be rationed. The farmers must sell their grains at fixed prices. There should be maximum ceilings on wages. Expensive white flour should not be used. That means expensive flour called maida should not be used. Instead of that, people must use wheat flour. All the men and women must be called as citizens, not monsieur or madame. citoyen or citoyenne, and there should be equality in the forms of speech and address. Maximilian Robespierre was arrested and then he was sentenced to death by guillotine. He had the same fate. Robespierre pursued his policies so relentlessly, even his supporters began to demand moderation. That means Maximilian Robespierre himself was so strict that his supporters were really fed up of him, and finally he was guillotined. After the Jacobin Club, after the fall of convention, the government of Jacobin Club was called as convention. After this government fell, there was a new government called Directory. Directory was the next government after Jacobin government. Fall of the Jacobin government allowed wealthier middle classes to seize power. According to the new constitution, non-propertied section of society denied voting. It provided for two elected legislative councils. The government appointed a directory consisting of their executives made up of 5 members. Political instability paved a way for military dictator Napoleon Bonaparte. After the fall of the Jacobin government, there was a new government called Directory. This government was only for rich people or wealthy people. There was a new constitution, and the people who do not have property cannot vote. And they also demanded for two legislative councils. The legislative councils used to always have clash with the Directory. The Directory had 5 members, and then, because of political instability, Napoleon Bonaparte became the dictator of France. Now let's talk about the role of women after the French Revolution. See, earlier women did bring a lot of changes in the country. The women of third estate had to work for living. The women of third estate were not allowed to be educated or be trained for jobs. Daughters of nobles of the third estate were allowed to study at a convent. Only the rich women, the daughters of nobles of the third estate, were allowed to study at the convent. Only the rich women were allowed to study, but the poor women of third estate were not allowed to study. They had to do a household chores, take care of their families, and compared to the men folk, their wages were really less. Women started their own political clubs and newspapers. The Society of Revolutionary and Republic Women was one of the famous clubs for women. Women started their own clubs, and they demanded for equality. They demanded for equal political rights. They demanded for low voting rights. They also wanted to hold political offices. They also wanted to contest in elections and hold political offices. The revolutionary government introduced laws to improve the lives of women. Lives of women were improved. Schooling became compulsory. Women started going to schools. Divorce was made legal. Now the fathers could not force the women to get married. During the Reign of Terror, the government closed women clubs, banning the political activities. Women struggled a lot to gain voting rights. Finally, voting rights were given to women in 1946. See, women of third estate were not allowed to be educated. They had to serve their families at homes. They had to cook for their families. They had to fetch water. After the French Revolution, their status of women improved. See, when Jacobin Club was ruling, the status was not good. They demanded for political rights and holding political offices. Then finally, after women's clubs were formed, newspapers and clubs started demanding for equality for women. Women started going to school. Schooling was compulsory. Women could not be forced into marriage. Divorce was made legal. They started going for job training. They started doing small businesses. And finally, voting right was given to women in 1946. Now let's talk about slavery. Are you aware of the fact that slaves were taken from Africa to Europe and America? It was known as triangular slave trade. The slaves were sold like commodities. So when Jacobin government was ruling, they wanted to abolish slavery in French colonies. The slaves were sold to the plantation workers in Europe as well as America. The slaves were packed and they were taken away in ships. They were brought from local chieftains, branded, shackled, and packed tightly into ships. And they had to travel in the ships across Atlantic and Caribbean. Slave Slave labor met the growing demand in European markets. See, the plantation workers had to grow sugar, indigo, coffee. So the slaves were transported for that. And finally, there was criticism of slavery. Guess who brought back slavery to France? Napoleon Bonaparte brought slavery to France after it was abolished. He introduced slavery after 10 years. In 1794, the convention legislated to free all the slaves. When the Jacobin Club members were ruling, they wanted to abolish slavery. Even when National Assembly was ruling, they also wanted to abolish slavery. But finally, Napoleon brought back slavery, and finally, slavery was abolished in French colonies in 1848. Revolution and everyday life. See, there was something called censorship prior to the French Revolution. Censorship means removing anything that is considered to be unwanted or undesirable from the media. It can be print media, mass media. So, France during 1789, so changes. There were changes in the lives of men and women after the French Revolution when the common people protested and censorship was abolished. Now people could freely print whatever they want. There was freedom of expression, which was a natural right. See, I told you, as per the Constitution of France, okay, it begins with Declaration of Rights of Man and Citizen. There is freedom of speech. They had freedom of speech. They could oppose events and they could express themselves in plays, songs, festive processions, newspapers, magazines, etc., pamphlets. Okay, after slavery was abolished, okay, let's talk about Napoleon Bonaparte. Napoleon Bonaparte was a military dictator. He became the king of France by himself. He became the Emperor of France in 1804. He destroyed democracy in France and brought back the rule of king. He became the king of France by force. He did good things for the people. He abolished private property. He brought uniform weights and measures. That means there will be everywhere the weights and measures will be same. He brought decimal system. And finally, Napoleon was defeated at the Battle of Waterloo in 1815. 1815. The ideas of liberty and democratic rights were the most important legacy of the French Revolution. French Revolution focused on liberty and democratic rights. Colonized people focused on the idea of freedom to create sovereign nation state. Thank you so much. That is the end of the lesson. Let's have a quick recap of the lesson. Okay. So, Reign of Terror. When Maximilian Robespierre was ruling, he introduced many strict rules. It was called Reign of Terror. Anybody who is against the Republic must be arrested, imprisoned, and tried in a small court called tribunal. And anybody who goes against the Republic will be guillotined. That means their head will be cut off, their head will be chopped off with the help of a device called guillotine. Guillotine is a deadly device. It has two poles and a blade on the top. You place your head underneath and the blade will come and behead you. It will chop off your head. This deadly device was invented by Dr. Guillotine. See, he introduced many strict laws like peasants have to sell their grains at fixed prices. There were laws on maximum ceiling on wages and prices. Meat and bread should be rationed. Expensive white flour should be forbidden. Instead of that, people should use wheat flour. Men and women should be called as citoyen, citoyenne, not monsieur, madame. Okay, and then one more point I missed out was that church should be converted into government offices. So Maximilian Robespierre did a lot of good things for the public. he was against republic, but he was so strict, he fought so relentlessly that his own supporters turned out to be his enemies and he was killed. He was himself guillotined. How sad. And after the fall of the Jacobin government, a new government called Directory was formed. The people of non-propertied sections could not vote as per the new government. They clashed with the legislative council. They had two elected council. The Directory had 5 members, and there was so much of instability in the government that Napoleon Bonaparte became the ruler by force. Women did not have any rights. The women of third estate, poor women, did not have any rights before the French Revolution. They could not go to schools, they could not do any jobs, they had to do low level jobs, they were paid lesser than the men. And they formed their own political clubs. They formed a club called the Society of Revolutionary and Republic Women, and they formed their own newspapers and political clubs. They demanded for voting rights, but they got voting rights much later in 1946. Now, schooling became compulsory for women. All women, even if they belong to third estate, even if they're poor, they can go to schools, they can be educated. Fathers could not force their daughters to get married. Divorce was compulsory. I'm sorry, divorce was made legal, not compulsory. Okay, if they want divorce, they will easily get it. They could do jobs and run small businesses. And slavery is certainly a very horrible practice that was followed by European and African countries. African people were traded to Europe, from Africa to Europe, okay, sometimes to America. It was known as triangular slave trades. And the slaves were packed, they were tied up, and they were sent in ships. Jacobin Club abolished slavery, and the slaves were sold to plantation workers. The plantation workers grew a lot of indigo, sugar, and coffee. Finally, slavery was abolished. Napoleon Bonaparte brought back slavery to France, and he brought back slavery to France after it was abolished, but it was finally abolished in 1848. Okay, censorship was abolished after the French Revolution. People could freely print whatever they wanted in booklets, pamphlets, newspapers, magazines, plays. They could express their views in plays, festive processions. Napoleon Bonaparte became the King of France by force. He became the King of France in 1804. He did a lot of good things to the people. He abolished private property. He brought weights and measures, and apart from that, he introduced the decimal system. Okay, the ideas of democratic rights and liberty was emphasized. That's it. I finished this lesson. Goodbye, and in the next session, I'll come forth with another lesson. Have a nice day. Thank you so much.